Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to explain how to draw orthographic projections of this given object. This is locating guide. Its different dimensions are given here. And we have to draw its front view, top view and side view. So this arrow indicates direction of observer. Means when observer is looking at this object from this direction, we have to draw front view. When observer looking at this object from this direction, we have to draw top view. And when observer looking at this object from this direction, then we have to draw right hand side view. We will draw a horizontal line. Name is XY. And one vertical line X1, Y1. Now I will skip 10 mm distance on each side of this XY and X1, Y1 and I will draw parallel lines. So here I have drawn horizontal line XY, vertical line X1, Y1 and at 10 mm distance above and below I have drawn two parallel lines. Similarly, on either side of vertical line I have drawn two lines at 10 mm away from X1, Y1. So according to first angle method of projection, here we have to draw front view, below front view we have to draw the top view, and on left hand side here we have to draw right hand side view of this given object. So this is the object. So total length of front view is 65 plus this is 25, so 90, and height of front view is 12 plus 25, that is 37. So this is the starting point of the front view, which is left hand lower point. So in this object, observer is at this location. So this is left hand side of observer, this is lower point and this is upper point of this object. So this will be the starting point of the front view. So from this point, draw a vertical line of 12 mm height. So from this point, 12 mm in upward direction. Now this point and this point is coinciding. So from this point, vertically upward, this is 25. So this 12 plus 25 is 37. So total height of this line, it is 37. So you will get this point. Now this point it is here. So from this point on right side, draw line of 30 mm length. So from this point 30 mm length, like this. So this point it is here. So from this point vertically downward, this length is equal to 25. So from this point 25 in downward direction, like this. Now this line and this line, it is coinciding. So length of this line, it is straight up to 65. So from this point, it is 65. It is 65. Now, when observer looking at this object from this direction, this cylindrical portion will observe as rectangular portion when observer looking at this object from this direction. So this length, it is 25. So extend this object further up to 25 mm. So total length it is 90. So this is 90 mm and this height it is 12. So just connect this like this. Now this inner hole, it is not visible from the front direction, but it is there. So we have to draw that by hidden line, that is dashed line. Now look at the center, which is 25 mm from this side. So from this side at 25 mm, I have to look at the center line. So just draw one center line like this, and this inner circle or inner hole, it is of 25 mm diameter. So from this point, this side will be 12.5 and this side will be at 12.5. So on either side of center line at 12.5 mm, you have to draw the dashed line. So this 12.5. Similarly on this side, 12.5. So this dashed line, it is for this inner circle. So in this way, this front view is completed. This front view. Now we have to draw the top view. To draw the top view, we have to assume that observer is looking at this object from this direction. Now when observer is looking at this object from this top direction, this is left side, this is right side, this is upper point and this is lower point. This point is upper point and this point is lower point. Now here, at this location we have to draw the top view. So this will be the starting point of the top view, that is left hand upper corner. So when observer looking from the top direction, this is left hand side, this is upper point and this is lower point. So this will be the starting point, left hand upper corner. Now this point it is here. So from this point in downward direction you have to draw 12 mm, and on right hand side we have to draw this line 30 mm. So from this starting point 12 mm in downward direction, and 30 mm on this side. Before drawing remaining part, we will take the projections of front view in the top view, so that it is not required to measure this length of the object, which is already measured in the front view. So by taking just by taking the projections, we can get the dimension. The center line can be extended as center line. Like this. So in this way, I have taken projections of all points from the front view. So this is starting point. From this point it is 30 mm, this is 12 mm. So I have drawn that two lines. Now I will draw this line. So this line is parallel to this line, and so I will draw that line here. Again this line. So I have drawn this rectangle 12 by 30. Then when observer looking from top direction, this point and this point is coinciding. So this line is not visible from the top view. So this point and this point will be coinciding. So we can draw this line now, which is this total is 65. So we have already drawn this 30 mm. So 65 minus 30, it is 35. So from this point onward, this is 35. So extend this line up to center, of this. So it is not required to measure this dimension. We have already measured in the front view. So we will directly get the dimension from the projections. Now when observer looking at this object from top direction, this point and this point is coinciding. So from this point we have to draw this 38 mm length. So total length it is 38 plus 12 means 50. So I will draw this complete 50 mm length. This 50 mm length line. Then this point it is here. So from this point it is 65 up to center. So again it is not required to measure. We have already taken projections. Draw up to the center line. Now look at the center. So this total is 50. So center will be at 25. So this is 50 mm. So center will be at 25 like this. So this is center point. So I will draw center line here. Now using compass, draw two circles, that is inner circle and outer semicircle. So this outer circle radius it is 25. This distance is already 25. So just take that distance 25 and draw that circle. Draw this semicircle. Now this inner circle it is 25 mm diameter, so 12.5 radius. So this dimension already measured in the front view. It is not required to measure again. So just take this dimension and draw that inner circle. Like this. So in this way we have completed the top view. From intersection of x1, y1 and xy, draw a 45-degree inclination line. So 45 like this. So again you can use drafter here. And take the projection of top view up to this 45-degree line and then in vertical upward. So take the projection of each point of the top view up to this 45-degree line. Projection of this inner circle. Center line can be extended as center line as it is. Now see here, this is 12 mm. So what will be this? This total it is 25. This is 12.5. So this will be 12.5. So this circle will be slightly below this 0.5 mm. Like this. So take this projection upward directions. Center line can be extended as center line. Long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, like this. Center line. Take the projections of all points from front view to the left hand side. So here we have to draw right hand side view. Here this is top view. Now if you observe looking from this direction, that is from right side, we have to draw its view. So total length of right hand side view, it is 32 plus 12. Which dimension you will get from top view? So this is 50. So this dimension you will get, this length it is 50. when observer looking from this direction, total height is 25 plus 12, that is 37. So that 37 we will get from front view. So it is not required to measure any dimension. All dimensions in right hand side view we will get either from front view or from top view. So just we have to decide which part will be dark and which part will be dotted. So see here, this is cylindrical portion, but when observer looking from this direction, it will observe as a rectangle. So this lower rectangle will be of 12 mm height, and this is 50 mm, 12 by 50. So this is 50, by 12. This is lower rectangle. This rectangle, this will be 12 by 25, which is on right side. So here this object. Now this inner hole, it is only for this lower 12 mm height. So I have already taken position of this, so it will be dashed line, hidden part. Like this. So this is for this inner circle. So in this way, this right hand side is completed. Now we have to give the dimensions. So this diameter we can give in top view. Is 525. Inner circle diameter is 525. Outer circle, it is semicircle, so we can give its radius. So radius can be given like R25. Then this dimension we can give 65. So the 65 dimension can be given in front view or in top view. So this dimension I have already given here, so I will give in front view. So in front view I have to give this 30 mm dimension and this 65 mm dimension. So approximately 8 mm away from the object. This is 30 mm. This total is 65. So again approximately 8 mm away from this dimension. This 12 mm dimension I can give in front view here. This 25 mm dimension I can give here in front view, or I can give in side view also, but as here space is available, I will give in front view only. This is 25. this 38, and this 12 I can give in side view. So this is 12 and this is 38. So this 12, 38. Twelve, 38. 38 and 12 I have given here. So in this way we have completed orthographic projection of this locating guide.